Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another Manga Delve. We're going to be doing Attack on Titan Volume 3 today. This is, of course, by Hajime Isayama. And yeah, the last two volumes were a lot of fun. I got to do the reactions to the episodes that make up the last two volumes, which is also a lot of fun, being able to kind of look at the episode and see the differences that they've done between the manga and the anime. And yeah, I just think it's a cool way to approach this. This is the primary experience that I'm having, though, and so careful with spoilers. In the comments below, I will be moving on to the anime right after reading this to see how they kind of encompass what's in here. So, of course, I'm going to be doing a narrative analysis on the series as well, on the volume itself, and seeing if it matches up with the patterns that I've established over the last decade or so. Without further ado, I want to speculate a little bit on Volume 3 because it does put us into the higher stakes kind of part of the 4-volume arc is what I'm predicting right now. And in the higher stakes, there's got to be some sort of escalation through all of this. Now, we've been already handed what they need to kind of give us, which is the Eren transformation, or whatever happened there. That's going to be in this book, obviously, because we got left off on a cliffhanger, and they're going to roll into this now. The entire volume, I feel like, is an Act 2B scenario. So there's going to be an escalation. There's going to be kind of pieces put on the table that imply a greater power, greater responsibility kind of thing, and greater confidence that comes from that. And it rolls into what I call the time of troubles, which is going to lead to something like all is lost, like there's going to be some sort of reveal or something like that makes everything feel like it's coming apart, and then some epiphany at the end of this one that's going to take us into Volume 4. Now, what am I going to speculate in terms of, we have 5 chapters in this. So now, as a volume, I'm going to give you some guesses as to where I think they're going to take this, like by the midway point, and then of course each quarter, because I still feel like these volumes have to hold together. So let's give this a start. So introduction, of course, coming out of the cliffhanger, it's an easy one. They're going to have to give us roll us into the story of this volume. I know that that's not how they're likely created, but here's the thing: I think they end up feeling like closed stories or a closed chapter, they're closed volumes. They're volumes, but they're still closed. There's still a beginning and an end to this particular volume, because from a marketing perspective, you of course want to encourage someone to come back and buy Volume 4, right? But you got to give them carrot on a stick. But you also have to kind of drive the story in a way that is compelling, with these subconscious signals. What am I trying to get at with that? I'm saying that the first 25% of this can't just give us Eren right away. I think there's got to be a roll in somehow into how all of that played out. Where that usually ends up is going to be in the 25% to 30 to 50% mark, somewhere in here. It's going to be up until the middle of the book is where we're going to actually get it's the exploration phase, right? So that's where I expect to see some chapters that are going to be devoted to the Eren situation, Titan situation, right? So just a lot of exposition, usually in the 25 to 50% mark, and of course the relationship building. Maybe we'll learn about some more characters along the way, and then from the 50 to 75, it has to be some sort of higher stakes piece in there. So in the 3/4 part, and I'm going to speculate it has to do. They have to bring the father into this at some point. If they're going to do it, they're going to bring it in the past the halfway point of this volume. And then my last speculation for Act 3, they have to roll into some sort of final showdown. Now, I don't see, because we had such an epic kind of battle thing in the Volume 2, could they escalate it and make another big battle at the end of this one? I'm not sure. I think, like, generally, yes, there has to be a greater escalation, and it's gonna go nuts, right? But if I had to speculate, they need a bit of a breather, and although it might not be a massive battle, it's going to be something maybe psychological or emotional, or there's some character dynamics involved. Again, if I had to guess, they're going to pull the father into it, or they're going to broaden the scope of the lore and the setting, and they're going to bring more of the city politics into it, and we're going to get a bit of that escalation in the last quarter. That's what the escalation is going to be for here, and that will roll us into something that can maybe pick up steam in Volume 4, right? And then all shit hits the fan there. So without further ado, let's get some character introductions here. We have Eren Yeager, so he's back in play, of course. We got I always say the sister. It's not the sister, but you know what I'm saying. Mikasa. We got Armin, and we have the father down there. So I've already read all of this, the summary here of the city. So it's the summary on the Titans, which we already got in the other volumes as well. And rolling into it, side story, Captain Levi. There you go. So that's the buffer, I guess, taken care of. So first speculation done. We have a side story that's going to give us a bit of I mean, it's sort of derailing from the story. It was a heavy cliffhanger. It was a very heavy cliffhanger. Over 100 years ago, the human race faced extinction due to the appearance of its natural enemy. They seem pretty calm for being surrounded by titans, but okay. We have, this feels like a summary, or like, hey, you know what? Very good point to do it, right? Because if you think about it from a 4-volume arc, this is the halfway point of a 4-volume arc, and they're basically like just reminding you of the lore and it's the city. So that might go back to my speculation on the last quarter of this, which is going to maybe bring the city politics into play a little bit more. The humans who somehow managed to survive constructed 3 immense walls, one inside the other. It's pretty much a summary of the first volume here. The Colossus Titan destroyed the gate, so the people fled inside. The human race was forced to fall back behind the second wall. However, at the same time, humanity awakened. And then they killed my mother. I'm gonna destroy them. So we got the Eren context. I'm going to destroy them. Every last one of these animals that's on this earth. The Titans. I mean, he's talking about the Titans, but he used the word animals there, which is intriguing. Anyways, and so 5 years later, the Survey Corps, unafraid of the Titans, attempted to blaze a path beyond the wall. Humanity has concentrated in the core its funds, its best people, and its hopes. Okay, so, and this was them returning back. Hey, look, it's Captain Levi, the strongest soldier alive. Those kids and their envious looks. So we're getting a perspective change from the scene that, now, okay, that's cool. I can see how that maybe the anime would have, I don't remember a scene with Captain Levi. Giving this extra context, like I don't remember her popping up. I don't remember those glasses. Those kids and their envious looks, if only they knew what a clean freak you are. I'd burst their bubble. The gate's opening. From here on, it's Titan territory. Alright, so this is Captain Levi. She's a maniac as a scout, is what I'm gathering. We'll recapture the town that was stolen from us 5 years ago. I see the Survey Corps. Given this duty, including humanity's brightest, their ready wits have improved the survival rate of the Survey Corps dramatically. Okay, but even now, when troops are sent into the Titan territory, the casualty rate is over 30%. That's how much stronger Titans are than humans. We got some num-nummings of humans, some more num-nummings. As he's getting chomped on, he's giving some stabbies, but that ain't gonna help you, bro. One of these days, humans gonna destroy you. The human race will be the survivors in the end. And then you are all nothing to Captain Levi. That's Captain Levi. Swinging in and slice. I mean, he's done for anyway, so why stick around? Why stick around? It's like, oh yeah, I know, but, gotta go. Maybe he, I don't know. I don't think that was, from a malicious perspective. Petra, we got a name here. Petra, look after the soldiers below. Oh, what's this? Whoever's ever left, send them after the one on the right. I'll clean up on the left. You all have such interesting faces. That's an interesting thing to comment on while you're slicing and dicing. He slicing and dicing. There goes the whole full-on head. Got ninja blade star things. That way they go. Whoa, keep still. If you don't, I'll never get a clean cut of your flesh. I'm assuming you mean the back of the neck where you flipperoonie and slicey and dicey and choppy to choppity. Got it all dirty. Damn it. Oh, he's a clean freak. Okay, so that's an interesting detail that's likely going to come up somehow else. Although it feels mundane now, but maybe it'll... I mean, it's the second time they brought it up and actually showing that he's a clean freak, so I don't know. So Petra, what's his condition? Well, the guy that was cut in... Yeah, this was the guy that was chomped on. Was I of use to the human race? Or am I gonna die useless? You've done more than enough, and you'll do more. The resolve you leave behind will give me the strength. I swear to you, I will eradicate the Titans. So we have another Eren personality kicking in here. I never expected that. Because now it's like, is it a rival? It just doesn't feel like the kind of rival type of story, but I mean, maybe. Oh, I can see, because if this guy finds out Eren's like, maybe that's where there's going to be some conflict. Maybe. He's just talking like, I mean, it's just the language is very repetitive. You know, it's another character basically saying Eren's words here. Captain, he's gone. Did he hear me to the end? Oh, but he's he's got some compassion. He's showing compassion. He's not coming off as like evil. Yes, I'm sure he heard you. I mean, he looks like he's sleeping peacefully. Good then. Okay, so he's not. So I thought he was leaving him behind, and it's not in that malicious way. Strategically, he had to clean up. He had to clean up the other Titans, and he was the best for the job, and he did it. But he did come back and still showed some humanity. You mean my troops died in vain? I'm sure you have a good reason for this. The Titans are after the town. They started moving towards our group. It's just like 5 years ago. Something happened in the town. They may have... broken through the wall. So they went out before... I see. They went out. Then crap went down. Publicly available information. The current state of the Survey Corps. The chief purpose of the Survey Corps was to explore the land outside the wall, but the actual activities of the Corps changed after the fall of Wall Maria. Since the fall, the Corps has been laying the groundwork for the second Wall Maria recapture operation, braving Shiganshina district, where the wall was destroyed. A large force has been positioning supplies in the abandoned towns and villages scattered along their route, establishing a supply line for the Corps. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So we have a new character introduction. Sort of never expected that. I came here to check the page count just to see where the ratios were at, and of course reading the titles would have spoiled me right away. So where's the left arm? That would have, I mean, that's obviously... If I promise, I swear to you, I didn't read when I speculated. But that would have given it away right away. And if I keep reading, I'm going to spoil myself for it. So I know that I don't know the fifth title, but I know that fourth one is icons. I mean, each of these are like 30. So it's like a half. That was half of a chapter. That wasn't quite a full chapter. It's almost like the last 4 chapters are now the actual... If I were to split those in 4, we might have had... I mean, I would have been wrong on the speculation with the buffer. We're going to go straight to the Eren piece. But it really does feel like this would have come right after. And then we have like 30 pages each as a split for the quarter. But no, it was good. It was good. I don't know what that's going to mean. But as a volume, as a package, I feel like this has to matter at the end here. It's going to give us some extra context that matters. It could roll into mattering in volume 4, though, because that would still make sense from a pattern perspective. But let's get to the Eren story. So we have where's the left arm? So we have from Eren's perspective inside the mouth, his arm gets bit off. Oh, that's because he was reaching out of the beast. So his arm, I don't know, is that important? We'll find out. That's nasty. That's nasty. That is nasty. So it's basically just an orifice from throat to like belly acid, I guess. I'm assuming that's got to be stomach acid. It's got to deteriorate things. We aren't what we were 5 years ago. We've trained desperately. We've strategized desperately to beat these bastards and stop them from taking any more of us. Mommy, it's hot. Oh God, they're still talking. It's hot. Oh no. Oh God. Well, I mean, I guess they'd be swallowing a lot of these folks whole if they didn't die on the chomp. It's not like they're chewing. They're not savoring their meals. Why is this happening? Why are they taking our lives, our dreams? Oh yeah, that'd be horrific. Damn it. I won't give up. I'm gonna destroy them. Every last one of these animals. So the repetition line again. That's on this earth. Oh wait, like right down to that's on this earth. And I can't read that. I'm not even gonna try, not even with glasses. He's sinking. Whatever he's saying there while he's sinking, I'm sure it's repetition. Oh shoot, and I mean, like, it's just like down he goes and then bam! Arm just like boom, trigger, boom, boom, and then he just like hulks out through the belly, explodes out of this thing. I wonder if it's like, don't spoil me. I wonder if it like his form changes based on whatever Titan he's in or something like that. That'd be crazy. That'd be too much work. Maybe it won't. Don't spoil me. Anyways, I do like that art. It's getting better. Like it's a little odd at first, but it was odd, but I was okay with it because, see, I'm thinking of the fine art. Like, in fine art, Goya, like, there's artists that I feel like this is referencing almost, like, intentionally. Like, if you look up the son of Saturn? Father, jeez, it's the one where he's like literally the Saturn or whatever is like pulling a human apart or binding the sun apart or something like that. Anyways, but yeah, it's the line work is getting cleaner. I mean, it's still odd-ish, but the odd, that's part of the spirit. It just feels like part of the spirit of the book and the art, the feel. It feels like it belongs here. That's what I'm saying. But it evolving is also nice to see. I like the hatch work going on right here. I know I'm taking a little bit of time here because, you know, there's no words on the page, and I do want to appreciate some of the art before I just keep flipping. Like I like the hatch work is good. It's good. It's starting to get like the. I mean, well, that's the thing. These don't really have anatomy, and that's so they look more rubbery, and maybe that's the odd look of it that was taking a while for me to assimilate to. Whereas Eren has more of a, well, that's not the right anatomy structure there. But what I'm saying is, like, he probably has more form because he's like a hybrid or something else going on, and it gives him more of an anatomical form or something. I don't know. But anyways, I like the line work right here, the shadow work on the inside there. And now we're going into, like, again, the creepy look that gets, it's just hard to assimilate to the look of this because it looks very odd, you know? And then away goes Eren. This is freaky deaky guy over here. That's about to get wrecked. Oh, I mean, see, but it's like, it's not like badly drawn. Like, the head is like, this thing is awkward. It's like, it's an awkward form. The head is strange, you know? Every last one of these animals that's on this earth. So he's kind of in repetition mode. Karate chop through the larynx. And then crunch. More, kill more. I want to kill more. Many more. I'll kill you all. It's like, Eren? Huh? What? I was going to say it like he's like in a dream inside this thing. Oh, he's coming out of it. And then she's, okay, everyone's just staring on. That's a great shot, too. That's a good double page spread right there. What is going on here are these, like, closing walls? There's, like, what the heck is this thing? Ooh. I don't know, this contained wall. This is just, it's like the waterways or something. Well, they're focusing on it, so I wonder if that's going to matter for something. I got Eren. Eren, can you move? Can you hear me? Tell us everything you know. I know they'll understand. Tell us everything you know. I know they'll understand. That's probably for the rest of the group, just so that they don't freak out and, like, react to him, maybe. Armin? Hey, did you hear that? He said, I'll kill you all. Yeah, I heard it. He was talking about us. Oh, everyone's freaking out because he was talking out loud. He was still in the mode. He was in Hulk mode. Hulk single focus mode. He wanted to devour us. Wait. What are they all saying? Oh, jeez. They all got their blade swords ready. Are we surrounded? Why is everyone pointing their swords at us? Those weapons are supposed to be for killing titans. Are they looking at me? Oh, I see. Yeah. He didn't even know he was in there. Okay, don't tell me what I saw before. That was a dream, right? I mean, my arm is right here. Oh, so he thinks, like, him dying was the dream. I don't know, man. It's probably screw him up if he doesn't know what the hell's going on here. Yeah. It seems that you're regaining, okay, consciousness. Your present behavior constitutes treason against the human race. Well, dude, I mean, if he doesn't know what the hell is going on. If you attempt to deceive me, make any move, I will not hesitate to blow you apart. He's got the cannon focused on him. I see. So it's like it's another group. It's not his group. It's a group on the wall over here because they saw this all go down. I mean, so one way or the other, he can't even hide what's going on. So we already got an escalation thing happening. So we got the. I mean, we're not quite at the 25%. So this is like the setup still. We're in like the Act 1 phase and setting off the quest, right? What are we going to be dealing with in the next 50% of the story, and it looks like we have ourselves an obstacle here. So a conflict, which is the second half of an Act 1. It's the setup of the conflict that's going to then bridge us into an Act 2. It's like, how do you now deal with this? You got the Survey Corps has seen this, so they're going to talk about it. I'll ask you plainly, what are you, a man or a Titan? And I mean, he's learning about it for the first time. So we have the inner struggle as a conflict as well. What kind of question is that? Why are they looking at me like that? It's like they're looking at a monster. Yeah, is that what they think I am? I don't understand the question. Huh? Do I look like a fool, you monster? So And then he talked about like killing all the animals, but now he's using the word monsters, and it's like an elevation on animals, even though, and not that this matters, right? But just the language of it. Eren calling the Titans animals, and then the anime using animals for the slaughter a lot, often, very often, which isn't really here. Anyways, it's just an interesting juggling of words here. Play dumb again, and I'll blow you to smithereens in an instant. You won't have time to change into a Titan. Everyone saw it the moment you came out of that Titan carcass. Right now, all roads is being breached by Titans of an unknown type like you. Even if you are part of a trainee squad honored by the king, even if you wretches are royally recognized trainee soldiers, it's appropriate to eliminate you before you can become dangerous. I know I'm right. The armored Titan that destroyed Wall Maria could appear again even now. Humanity is on the brink of extinction. We cannot allow ourselves to fail as we did 5 years ago. Do you understand? We can't afford to spend any more time or troops on you bastards. They'd have to be making the assumption that, I mean, it's sort of a weird correlation to make, like him seeing him as a Titan, even though like that he changed into one, but then that would make the assumption that what all the Titans are humans that change into Titans, and I don't think that's canon. That's not lore. They'd be making a strong assumption there, especially since he's still wearing the gear of the core member. You know, I'll blow you to pieces. I could be freaking out. They are clearly different. And doubt we'll get any useful information out of them. It'll be easy if we act now. Oh, blow him up while he's still in human form. So that's what I'm saying. Wait. They're not. I mean, unless there's a detail I'm about to learn. Okay, my specialty is slicing off meat. Oh, Jesus. If necessary, I can display that talent anytime. So if there's anyone here who'd like to experience it firsthand, please step right up. Huh? The girl's as valuable as 100 average soldiers. If something happened to her, it'd be a great loss to the human race. So someone is turning this shirt around. What good would it do? So Armin stepping up. What good would it do to fight our own people? I don't care who I have to fight. I won't let Eren die. That's the only reason I need. Let's talk to them. When people are faced with a situation they don't understand, it's easy for fear to take hold, and it's true. Is obviously what's going on. So here we go. I'm the only one who doesn't think I'm a Titan. Damn it, I don't remember how I got here. My body feels so heavy I can't even stand. And if I say one thing wrong, they're going to kill me. Murdered by humans. Ridiculous. What was it he said? I came out of a Titan's body? What the hell is he talking about? I mean, they picked him up and brought him here, so... So wait a minute. So he didn't come out of the Titan here. They saw it, and then they followed them all here. Then they cornered them because they moved location. I see. If that wasn't just a dream... Yeah, the sleeve in the arm. We'll keep putting the pieces together. I'll ask you one more time. That's right. Human. He's a human. Like you, too. I've always been. I see. Don't take this personally. I have no other choice. No man can prove that he's not a devil. What? Wait, what? What the hell am I doing? I just told him what I hoped was true. Wait. What are you... Who are you... shooting? What? Ooh, got a picture of the key and the father. Coming up. Eren, Armin will escape over the wall. Okay, wait. Are they actually shooting? Is that what just... Ooh, so is there like an alarm going off? I mean, he's got his arm up. That tells me there's like a firing squad ready to go. But, I mean, the cannon is pointing, but... Okay, it is to shoot the cannon. Get away from me, both of you. Okay, look, above us too. Please listen. I'll tell you everything I know about the Titans. I can't believe this is okay. Oh, and then jingle jingle. That we got a call back here when I get home. I'll show you the secret that I've been keeping in the basement room all this time. Again, seed in Act 1. Maybe payoff in Act 3. Eren, never let this key out of your sight. And every time you look at it, remember that you have to go to the basement room. Some trigger. The injection will cause damage to your memory. That's why I can't explain this to you now. But when you go to the basement room, someday you'll learn the truth. It will be a hard and merciless road. So there you go. So we got the seed here that's going to carry the volume. We got the quest. Go to the basement. But you have to recapture Wall Maria and get. Oh right. Now we have the adventure, the Act 2 adventure. They got to get through past Wall Maria into the old part of town, back to their old house that got destroyed. But at least the basement would be the basement. So, boom. That's where the answers lie. That's like a secret weapon thing. I call that in Volume 1. The key, because I mean it was clear. I just didn't know how long they would actually play that out. But it's the find the secret, right? Like that's the epiphany moment. It's going to be the cliffhanger here, because the cliffhanger here would be the 75% mark of a 4-volume arc. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Are you following along? It's all over the place, I know, but I like this. I love the speculation. I love that even if it's not intentional, these things play out. They do. I've studied too many. I'm just like, I'm getting into manga because I love to see it play out in different cultures, you know? Their memories will teach you how to use it. If you want to save Mikasa, Armin, and everyone else, you'll have to, boom, oh god damn, control this power. Biting his hand, he's going to trigger it. Is he going to trigger it? No way, he can't just trigger it and, no way, no way, no way. No way. Did he just he destroyed the wall, or he destroyed them? He didn't destroy them, so he was it's just for show. Shit. Gasp. And there's the shadow. Oh damn. Okay, because he hasn't fully, I guess he has to repower him. I don't know, but I see. Oh, that's the cover. Shit. Okay. Wah! Okay, the alarm's going off. Okay, so the chapter's over. So that was the big ending there, and that's effectively the Act 2 positioning. And so, are we flipping gears here? Let's get some more stuff around the rest of the core, folks, maybe, and then learn about, because we still have all the other characters, man, at play here now. Right? So, I mean, if you're going to talk about characters now, this is where you're going to start talking about other characters and because now we're taking a break from like, oh god, the setup, and now we want that payoff, right? But there's like a reprieve, because it's a lot to just like take in, right? And it's like, so the way you do that in storytelling is you kind of give something else. You spend some time on expositions just to give a breather. And what you're actually doing there is you're creating this cadence, this like wave of anticipation, and then the payoff. And then payoff feels better because you have the story is like a wavelength, you know. They're sticking to those harpoons, all right. Making a bulwark out of the Titans themselves was the technical crew's idea. Oh my god. Oh, they just puncture themselves, and then like, oh god, they get trapped there because they're too stupid. Still, we can't let our guard down. We have to forget regular operations and be ready to respond flexibly to whatever happens. The Titans could charge, or the Colossus Titan could pop out of nowhere. And then, so what's wrong? Our mission's going smoothly, but I'm worried about the comrades and the vanguard. Yeah. For now, it's better we don't know how they're doing. We should concentrate on the counterattack, just like we did during initial training. I heard the 3 kids had escaped with you 5 years ago. Okay, we're doing a bit of a callback here. That's cool. I beg your pardon, sir. I talk too much. Who's this guy? I don't think we ever got a name for this guy. He looks different to me. Well, they're safe, eh? They're tough kids. Each one of them has something that'll help them survive. One possesses advanced level combat skills. One has a tenacious spirit, and one is whip smart. They're safe. I'm sure they are. They are all alive. Okay, so it's Connie relaying the story of their experience with the gas retrieval. Okay, they're all trying to make sense of things, of course. Things happening in different parts of town. I can't say anything. We were forced to separate, to swear an oath. Oh, wait, what? I can't say anything. We were forced to swear an oath? Although I don't know how I see that. Okay, I had to bridge some of this together, right? It's like crap went down. They came back. They're relaying the story, but they're basically like do not talk about. Yeah, but the people on the wall would have seen that crap after. You know what I mean? The Eren Titan. So, but they're basically saying, nah, we're not saying nothing. Although I don't know how effective it's going to be. Okay, that's probably the comment. You were ordered not to tell. What the hell? It's not the kind of thing you can keep covered up. I mean, but see, the wall already knows, right? So it doesn't really matter. I'm sure the whole human race will know about it soon enough. My buddies were eaten right in front of me. They were eaten alive, and I didn't feel anything. And I don't feel anything. No sadness, no hate. I was just incredibly grateful that it wasn't me. Jesus. But next time, it'll be my turn. I figured out what a job really is. We keep fighting until the Titans devour us. Saturn devouring his son. That's the name of the painting. It's like that word triggers like devour. Why does that sound familiar to me? Saturn devouring his son. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the painting, and that's what it just it just feels like completely influential on this. Okay, what else? I'm gonna be eaten alive. Blah blah. Okay, bro's freaking out. Get a hold of yourself. We're all struggling with fear. Look at Sasha. Oh, where's that? Oh, poor Sasha. Aw. Even after what she went through, she's still a perfect soldier. She though. She just tripped up a little bit. My stomach is because she's hungry. She's hungry. She's just hungry. And halfway through. Sorry, folks. I'll try to cut around some of this. Make it a little tighter. Oh, God. It's been a while. A little rusty. I shouldn't be reading stuff out loud, just like reading through this, but it's just a lot of information to kind of consume. And then if I'm not reading out loud, I'm like, then what am I cutting? Like, it's just hard to react to things, you know? It gets awkward sometimes. I'm still not sure how to approach these, really. Yeah, feel free to give me comments down below. Your thoughts, feedback, whatever. We'll figure this out. But like me worrying about it too long means that I'm not doing these, because then I get self-conscious. Even with the focus thing here, like this camera does not focus, right? So like I can't really show you close-ups of like what I'm talking about. And I tried to fix it again, and I was like, okay, now I just spent an hour and a half of my time fixing this camera instead of recording a manga delve, you know? And it's like, but now I'm like, do I even do it? Do I just you know? So I just gotta move on. We'll solve this as we go. And those of you who stick around, you're here to hear me talk about my speculations and the analysis along the way, more than me reading a manga, although that's my fault because I end up reading aloud. And then I don't know how to cut around it. But I'll try. Then we'll try. I see. So they get the boom, which is the cannon getting thrown. So now we're bridging the scenes, because like spatially in our minds, right? So cannon fire. Yeah, just one shot. Has the floodgate been destroyed? No, it's like someone dropped an explosive still. What's all that smoke? It can't be steam coming off a Titan, right? But it's like a reverse, no? I mean, maybe he's like rapidly decaying the form. Wait a minute, he was in the form, so he's like he spawned a body around him, or controlled it for a bit, and then no, because that's Mikasa and Armin inside the rib cage. No, he is this thing. So I don't know where the hell he is in this thing, but he is in this thing. Okay, and then away they go to check it out. What the hell is going on down there? And we got he literally triggers because when I say decaying, it's like they decay and, you know, they just start to steam away or something like that. They like vanish. But he effectively spawns a dead, like a corpse Titan, but has enough energy to like throw a cannonball. And as you're getting some close-up shots here, some expressions. Is he in the eyeball? Oh my god, that's disgusting and awesome. So like the eye turns. He's kind of in there between some muscle fibers. His eyes open up, and he's like, oh shit, pop the fuck out, get the fuck out, get out. And then pop, pulling free. It's hot. What the hell? Does he actually get to see? Oh, he does. He gets to see the corpse this time. All I remember is hearing the cannon shot. It's like he has like instinct. He's like, it's a Hulk instinct. He'll never die, because like the Hulk he knows that when he's about to die, like he'll transform, and then he's invulnerable, and then Bruce Banner is safe, and we're done. All I remember hearing is a cannon shot. It's hot. We're inside of a humongous skeleton. Eren protected us. That's all we need to know for now. I mean, that's fair. You guys okay? I have an idea, but this thing is gonna vaporize just like a Titan's corpse does. We need to get away from it. Yeah. So that's confirmed. I was wondering if that was just a graphic thing, but then the anime made it very clear that kind of stuff was going on. And it's like rapid steam decomposition. Or I thought maybe something else was going on. I was missing it, but okay. Validated. I don't know if they're waiting to see what happens or if they're just stunned. For the moment, the garrison soldiers can't see us, but eventually they'll resume the attack. And after showing them that, I'm not so sure we can talk our way out of this. Okay, how are you going to get out of this, bro? I did remember one thing, though. The basement room. Alright, so, okay, so call back to the key. Yeah, but how are you going to get out of there? How are you going to get over there? The basement room back at the house. My dad told me I don't understand if I get there. So, quest, and we're almost reaching the midway point. You see that? So there's a little bit of a callback to let them know what are we talking, the higher stakes. So if we're talking about the Act 2A pattern, and the ending of it is the challenge accepted, is usually there's a false victory though. So it's like it might be at the end of this chapter. The false victory being there's a defeat. It's that you think you won, you have a plan, but then the plan falls apart. We got the confirmation. He's also the reason I'm like this. Whatever's in that room might explain what the Titans are too. Okay, Eren, why did he have to hide it? Well, that's what we're gonna find out, bro. Isn't that information humanity's last hope? What the Survey Corps has kept searching for, even at the cost of thousands of life? Well, we don't know, bro. That's the mystery. This could all be swinging around in a negative way, and my dad was keeping it stored away in the basement. What the hell was he thinking? Probably illegal. It's probably whatever he's doing was probably illegal, bro. Let's just hold on, one thing at a time. And where's he been? And that's why I think it's going to have to escalate and become more of a, like, they're gonna have to broaden the plot, because they made the city a character is how I'm seeing it. And why? Well, because they bring it up, like in things like this. They explain the city, the importance of the city. It's almost like the city is a character, and the different sections of the city. We had the merchant event that happened in volume 2. We had just the scenes between the with the inner circle, right? That perspective and the inner guard and stuff like that. They're not lazy, but they don't want the dangerous stuff, right? But it's elitism in the inside, And so there's something there. There's something there that could easily compel a bunch of stories to come out of that, because you have a lot of dynamics that start to break down when you start going into that territory. So looking forward to it, and I think that the father is a link there, and whatever's going on here with the serum project, whatever the Hulk fluid thing, I don't know. We'll find out. The father's figured something out, and then it's like ask the questions of like how many others. That's the thing. That's how this can evolve. This story can evolve and escalate. And then they have an escalation point inside the narrative itself. They have a way to always say, what's the next bad? What's the next problem? What's the defect? What's the aberrant? They're not called aberrants. You know what I'm saying? The abnormals. Whatever. Okay, so, because maybe that's something else. Maybe those are because of these things. I don't know. Don't spoil me. But that's where I could see this going. And where's he been these last 5 years? What's he doing? Why did he leave us? So a lot of questions. Halfway through. Eren, right now, we have to focus. I'm going to go away. Huh? Where are you going to go? Well, I mean, if anyone's going to get to that house, it's obviously Eren. He just got to rest up and, find out how he's going to get his power back here. But, I mean, if anyone can get in there, it's him. Survive it. Then I have to get over the wall and find the old basement after becoming a Titan one more time. Earlier, I was just thinking that I wanted to protect you from the artillery fire. That's why my body had no real function or durability and just crumbled. Is Eren a Titan, or does he make a Titan appear and then control it? Intriguing. I bet Eren doesn't know the answer to that himself. I might go back to the question I said, if there's a way that he morphs or whatever, based on a need or something. This time I'll try for a more powerful one. What? Wait, what? I'll become a 15-meter class, the same kind I was before when I was kicking those Titans' asses. I bet you this is going to fail or something. They're gonna be screwed. Okay, your nose is bleeding. You're pale, so it's messing with your body. Right now, I don't give a damn about what shape I'm in. I have 2 ideas. As long as you 2 don't try to cover up, they won't kill you. I've already caused you enough trouble, so from here on out, I'm going to go it alone. If I can't keep up with you, you don't need to be concerned about me, but I don't have to do what you say. That's enough, I said. I'm not your kid or your little brother. I'm not your kid. I mean, I take it as she's younger than him, though, so it looks like the garrison isn't moving to engage in close combat. Mikisa's senses are quicker than a stray cat. She would have noticed them moving in. She's got someone up again. Oh, he's remembering flashbacks here. Where she's like, oh, protecting him. I don't know, the Grey Cells flashback. It'll probably take them at least another 20 seconds before they can reload the cannon. I'm sure Eren will already be gone by then. Okay, and then pushing probably like the bullies or something. Why would I think he's going to come to the rescue here, Armin? Why would I think of that at a time like this? Because this is the end for us. No, it's not. And even at the end, I'm nothing but a coward. Got a bit of a loss here. A little more flashback here. Those two rescued me from trouble so many times, but not once did I return the favor. All right, we're going to have to swing. Okay, I'm going to rescue Armin. What gives me the right to call them friends? How can I say I'm coming too? I'm not even sure I could keep up. After this, the three of us will probably never be together again. All right, don't end it. Don't end the chapter yet. Don't end the chapter yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're just kind of pulling it back a little bit. Gonna answer. We're gonna get an answer. Eren, wait, Mikasa. I said I had two ideas. I told you the last resort I came up with to help with this decision, but I want Armin to make the final call. All right, here we go. Call to action, Armin. Even I realize my plan isn't realistic. I'd be most effective if I could use this Titan's power strategically alongside the army. It may sound impossible, but Armin, if you tell me you can convince the garrison that I'm no threat to them, I'll believe you and stay. But if you don't think you can do that, I'll follow through on my last resort. Just decide in the next 15 seconds. Can you or can't you? I'll respect your opinion either way. Got a false victory there. Come on, Armin. Eren, why are you entrusting me with such an important decision? Because when things are messed up, you always figure out the right thing to do. I want to rely on that. When have I ever... Well, they mentioned this in Volume 2. They said, was it in the anime? They made it clearer. Is that you've been... I would think it was in the volume. Is that you've been there for us many times or something. I remember a line like that happening in Volume 2. And he's like, what? How many? What? So Armin was confused about it. But we're going to get some context there, I guess. Slow cook meal right there. A bunch of times, take 5 years ago. If you hadn't gotten Mr. Han's, someone might have corrected me and I've forgotten. Mikasa and I would have been devoured by a Titan. It's true. Armin, if you have an idea, I have faith in you too. I just convinced myself that I was powerless, that I was a burden, but these two don't think of me that way. Yeah, it's right. Three Musketeers. What other evidence do I need? These two are putting their lives in my hands, and they're the people I trust. Armin, more than anyone else in the world. I swear I'll convince them. You two do your best. You're going to get shot. He just runs out there. Oh, that was sad. No, I'm just... You two do your best to show them you don't intend to resist. Out he goes. Something's been bothering me since Eren turned into a Titan and started fighting me. And I still haven't collected my thoughts, but I have to do this. We wish to disclose all of the knowledge we acquired about the Titan. It's meaningless to beg for our lives. He revealed his true form before our eyes. There's nothing left to be said. We wish to disclose everything we know about the Titans. It's meaningless to beg for your lives. He revealed himself. If you claim he's not a Titan, show me proof. If you can't do that, I will eliminate the threat. There's no need for proof. That's right. There isn't. First of all, how we see him isn't the issue. Are you out of your mind? You said everyone saw him. In that case, they must have seen him fighting the Titans. And they must have seen the Titans in the area all ganging up on him. In other words, the Titans saw him as prey, just like us. No matter how long we think about this, that truth still stands. He's got a point. The guy might actually be on our side. Okay. 1 + 1 = 2. prepare to counterattack. Don't be taken in by this clever trap. Their behavior has always been beyond our understanding. Good. Now he thinks they're all Titans. Awesome. I'm saying they could have the ability to turn into humans, but we can't let them get away with it any longer. No good. He's given up thinking altogether. He's too scared to think. Yeah, that's exactly it. As a soldier, I vowed long ago to dedicate my heart to the recovery of the human race. If my life ends while keeping that vow, I have no complaints. And he does the salute. Okay, but if you combine his Titan power with our remaining military force, it might even be possible to recapture this town. Hell yeah. For the glory of the human race, I beg you in the moments I have left before I die, let me explain his strategic value. Okay, no matter. I will follow regulations. They'll be eliminated, and he gets to stand down. You never change. For a man your size, you're as delicate as a fawn. Can't you see how magnificent that voice salute is? That's it. That's what it's going to come down to. Commander Prixis. Did I ever meet a Prixis yet? I don't think so. Have I ever met a Commander Pixis yet? Pixies? Pixie? Commander Pixie? I just arrived, but the situation was relayed to me by a rider. Okay, hold on. It's coming together now. Ooh, the midway point. As of this moment, I'm putting you in command of the reinforcements. I have a feeling it would be worth our while to listen to what these kids have to say. Boom! The Survey Corps report predicted the Titans would appear from the south. The precise location was Shigashina district, south of Wall Maria, where the Titans broke through 5 years ago, and where the three of us had lived. So this was their next likely target. Trost, the district closest to Shigashina. Pixis is the highest ranking commander of the Southern Territory, which includes Trost district. He has been invested with full authority to defend humanity's most important district. And he's also known as an inveterate eccentric. Wait, what? Nope. Still don't spot one. I really wouldn't mind being eaten as long as it was by a stunning, beautiful lady Titan. Wait, what? What? Wait, who's saying that? What? Is that why he's an eccentric? He just says, what? Anyways, what could the commander be thinking? Meeting them without guards? When we still have no idea what they are? As he went down. Captain, the troops are in formation. Very good. Boom, 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 boom. So you believe the basement room will give you all the answers? Here we go. Midway point. So Act 3, what did I call the beginning of this? What did I say? Act 3 would be the higher stakes. It would be the key and the father. It would be putting the pieces together and getting us into the Act 3. Now what the Act 3 could be, I don't know yet. Outside of I went two ways with it, right? I'm only remember the second one I said, which is like an escalation from a city perspective. Otherwise, it would be something to do with the father. It's a reveal with the father, and maybe there's like something has to be a bigger stake. And I don't think it's going to be a fight. I think it's going to be something else. It's going to be some other... I think it's the city. I think it's going to come back to the city. We just got another repetition and call back to the city. Right? And now... I'm not sure. There's a new character being introduced halfway through. And maybe that's how it links up. Maybe Pixis has some information or a connection with the father or something, or whatever this is. Maybe he knows something. Yeah, it's too early to predict because he just got introduced. So, but he is telling him about the room. Just caught on to that. So I can't prove it. So I think I'll just keep it filed away. I expect that I'll be able to get to the bottom of it by and by. Until then, I'll personally guarantee your safety. All right, so they're going to go for it. Earlier, you mentioned that if we use the Titan power, or what have you, it would be possible to recapture this town's... So he's got a personal stake in it, because we just got it back here, protector of the districts. And so, from his perspective, he's like, let's use it. If we have this extra power, this might be the turning point. Do you really believe that? Or were you just desperate to stay alive? It was both, sir. Fact. I have been recording for a long time. Oh my god. So I'm used to this again. What I tried to say is that Eren could turn into a Titan, carry the boulder over to the destroyed gate, and plug it up. It's just a thought that occurred to me. But I was hoping that Captain would at least sense the possibility that the power Eren possesses could help get us out of our current predicament. Of course, I was also desperate to save our own lives. It makes sense. Trainee Eren, can you plug that hole? So again, if it works, I'll seal it off, sir. No matter what. Oh, he's in now is he just weak still, or he's probably in a submissive state just to ensure that everything is like he's not going to do anything, or I don't know, maybe it's like a respect thing. Anyways, so well, stand. You're a real man. Where's my counsel? Let's work out a strategy. So we do have the higher stakes in the time of trouble patterns, and they're going to roll into an Act 3 pretty fast because I'm a little bit further past it doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm just saying, we're in the higher stakes, so we got the greater power, greater responsibility, greater confidence, right? That pattern is the one that keeps coming up because it's always the one that happens around this mark, and it's like, it's where all the action really like kicks up and spins up, and like it's going to turn into this, like, it's going to actually bring a lot of these pieces together. And then we have the time of trouble, so something has to go wrong. Something has to go wrong. There's usually the false death in there. Not the false, kind of. There's either a death, there's a false defeat. It's that you get a defeat usually because something really bad happens, but then of that an epiphany happens. And that's a great thing with the patterns, is that you can do that at the chapter level. You know, like we got the first couple pages here as a setup, right? And it's like the introduction, like literally, here's this person, here's what they represent. So the motivations behind it. Here's your, protagonists that can do something about it. So they're basically being given the quest. You get to the end of Act 1 for this chapter, and it's like, okay, we got a quest. Can you plug the hole? And now we have, okay, now Act 2 for this chapter is going to be, let's get over there and let's try to do it. But all of that becomes part of a bigger pattern, right? You can always pull these things back. And strangely enough, that's the fun part of all of this. So Stan, you're a man. Okay, where's the cancel? Let's work out a strategy. So where we go. It was just an idealistic notion I had. He means to carry it out now? I thought the same thing, but before we actually do go ahead with the plan, there's a more fundamental problem. Commander Pixis sees the situation correctly. The Titans aren't our only enemy. Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm with Armin. Okay, every minute counts here. You're going to be heroes. You're soldiers. A plan to take back trust. Well, back to the city though. The city has the character. It's like they have to take part. They have to save the character. The city is the character. Okay. And that's the escalation. It's like the entire district. I'm gonna get back over district. You gotta be kidding. How can we, when we don't even have the technology to seal the hole? Yeah. Well, you got an Eren with a mat. You just shove a building into it or some crap. Just do whatever he needs. Now, as long as we can't plug that hole, all we'll be able to do is die defending Wall Rose. Damn it. Do the commanders want glory that bad? Back to that hell. No, I don't want to die. Let me see my family. Daz, keep it down. All right, so it's everyone. These are all soldiers. Getting lined up. I'm going to take it back. You over there, I heard that. Do you intend to abandon your duty, soldier? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Eesh. Us committing mass suicide won't accomplish anything. What about humanity, boy? What about discipline? You know I have the authority to execute you where you stand. What? Go ahead. What? It's 100 times better than being eaten by a Titan. What? Hey, did you hear that? I don't blame him. Given the situation, no, they wouldn't. They're not gonna do it. Wait, did they? Oh, he pulled out a sword, and then says "murmur, murmur." But we didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it though, did he? I mean, I don't know. There's like this sound right here, which is like I don't know. I don't know. You think someone over here will disobey too? Oh no, I'm pretty sure he's done for. I'm pretty sure he got executed. Even I'd like to at least choose how I die. Make a big scene with as many people as possible. Wait, what? What are you doing? A lot of us and the garrison aren't happy with the way things are run. Ooh. We can take advantage of the chaos and get out of here. Get out of here and go where, sir? I'm going to go see my daughter. I mean, it's for... yeah. That's a weird transition scene, considering someone just got executed because they disobeyed and didn't want to get eaten by a Titan, so they just got stat. I'm assuming, because I don't know for sure. But then it transitions to, we're told that before the Titans took over the land, human beings were constantly murdering each other over tribal disputes and ideologies. Back then, someone supposedly said, if a powerful non-human enemy appeared, humanity would probably unite and stop fighting itself. What's your opinion, son? I don't know. Disobeying the army will get you killed, sir? Fuck. Anyways, I've never heard of that legend, but I think it's pretty rosy. Frankly, it's dull. Your personality is just as twisted as mine. Even now, when the powerful enemy has driven us into a corner, I think we're far from united. Indeed, but I believe if we don't all come together soon, even continuing to fight may be too much for us. Then he's safe. And then he says something here. He says, is he saying I should focus on my duty? Little shit. I'm a superior officer. But from his demeanor, I'm guessing Mikasa and Armin are all right too. Huh? Why? Is Eren standing right next to the commander? What? You're not jealous? No. What's this? Attention. All right, shit's about to go down. Here we go, 75% mark. I will now explain our strategy to recapture Trost District. The goal of this operation will be to plug the hole in the broken gate. What the? Plug the hole? How? We have a way to steal the hole, but first I want to introduce you to Eren Yeager of the Training Corps. What? Eren? We've been conducting top secret experiments on Titan transformation, and this soldier is our first success. Is he saying this because he actually, are we getting a declaration of the exposition is legit, or is this this is the story? This is the story. Whether it's the truth or not, we'll find out. This is just it's probably to keep everyone the plan. That's the plan. No one freak out here. Because this is top secret. Now you're all going to find out because we've got to take back Trost. But I don't think it's true. Or maybe it is. I mean, it's probably... I feel like it is, but it's shenanigan because that's why it's in the basement. Otherwise the father... I mean... Unless it's true. And they meant to unleash this in a different way. I don't know. We'll find out together. You'll find out vicariously through me blind. He is able to purify the body of a Titan and control it at will. What? I must have misheard the commander just now, or am I just an idiot? He will turn into a Titan, pick up the boulder near the gate. A little bit of Atlas symbology going on here. Carry it over and use it to block the hole. There's a couple ideas going on here. There's a Prometheus rolling the boulder up the hill. There's Atlas carrying the world on his shoulders. There's plugging the gate, which is effectively like I don't know, the mouth of hell, like a hell mouth. It's had an eye breakdown. I can't see right now. There's something either in my eye or my eyes just went super dry, and I just reading blinded. I can't see right now. Everything's just gone chaotic. Shit. The conversation, no, that's all right. Go on. Since Titans react to and pursue groups of people, we can use that to our advantage. Is Armin talking? I hope that's Armin. Cutting into the plans. Yeah, it is. Okay. Placing a large number of troops to lure many Titans far away from the gate. Oh, this is a flashbacky kind of moment. They're talking about it here. They're now telling us what the plan was, is what I think is going on. It's not this. Yeah, okay, good. that continuity. The continuity was flipping on me. All right, so he's given, okay, this is why they're going to get the troops to protect the boulder wielder. And then later, we can use our cannons to take them down there by minimizing casualties. Still, we can't afford to leave Eren defenseless. So I think a small squad of crack troops should be there to protect him. And nevertheless, there's no way to avoid fighting the Titans that come in through the hole. Overcoming that problem depends on the skills of the A-list squad. Let's Revise the plan based on your idea. The plan is predicated on Eren carrying the rock and plugging the hole. Since we've got no guarantee of that, I have my doubts about the operation. It's natural to feel some doubt sending hundreds of troops to their likely deaths when the core of the strategy is uncertain, but I can understand where Commander Pixis is coming from. One factor is time. We'll have no practical hope of retaking the town once it's filled up with Titans. There it is. Besides that, the longer we wait, the higher the probability that Wall Rose will be breached too. There's a limit to how far people can be pushed by fear alone. Oh, I see. So at one point, it's like what we just saw. So someone's like, no, just kill me then. I'm good. just end me now. And humans finally control a Titan? That's a lie. You expect me to give my life for some nonsense like that? Okay, so we got another freak out here. Probably figured most of us would believe that crap, but how dumb do they think we are? Deserters are killed. I'm going to spend humanity's last days with my family. They expect us to stay here and die? Count me out. Oh man, at this rate we'll lose all discipline. I hope you're planning to die, traitors. Oh Jesus, right now I'll cut you down before you take another step. Up on my order. Anyone who leaves right now will go unpunished. Oh, up on my order. Anyone who leaves right now will go unpunished. All right. Interesting. Sir, if you have given in to your fear of the Titans, you will never be able to stand against them. There you go. Anyone who has succumbed to terror of the Titans should leave. That's it. That's it. They're all weak links, right? You're only as strong as you eat the A-list, right? That's what they said. They need an A-list. So whoever's not an A-list, get out, because you're actually mitigating a lot more deaths. Mitigating the risk of a lot more deaths. You're the weak link. Get them out of there. Anyone who wants their parents, siblings, and loved ones to feel that same terror for themselves should leave as well. Oh, wait, hold on. Was that reverse psychology? Anyone who wants their parents, siblings, and loved ones to feel that same terror for themselves should leave as well. It's basically like, you're scared shitless. You're gonna go home scared shitless. Now you're gonna make everyone around you scared. You're gonna be a virus. You're gonna be a virus of fear, scared shittiness. So is that what you want? Is that what you're a soldier for? Bitch. You can be a bitch. I mean, that's a good play. That's the one thing I won't let them do, because my daughter is my last hope. Did he leave? I thought that was like a reverse play. It was like legit. It sounded good. Or did he? He turned around. I think he turned around and follows. He's following them. I hope, because that was a really good play. That was a cool play there. I liked it. Maybe an imposter, but even so, I have to succeed. I have to become everyone's hope. I feel like there was a line. There was like a hope line for sure in Volume 1. I'm almost certain of it. I'm almost certain that was a callback. Let's talk about what happened 4 years ago. About the operation to reclaim Wall Maria. I don't think I need to remind you of it. Operation to Reclaim sounds good, doesn't it? But it was really just a way for an overburdened government to reduce the number of unemployed they had to feed. Oh no. Oh no. Like, this is like the rug pulled out from underneath you, Moment. The death. The symbolic death. That's why you have to interpret these things, right? Because it's not literal. Sometimes you have to look at it. And bullshitting, maybe a little bit, but it's a sentiment. It's a sentiment behind the pattern. Not every story can be an explicit death, But this is the death of trust. Like, if you look at it that way, it's like they pulled something, they pulled a maneuver. Like, he's learning about something that's it's like we just had a line about hope, and it's like, what's he fighting for? Like, he's fighting for some, I guess, the elites or some other parts of the city. It's like, wow, they got a lot of people to feed, so I guess we're gonna invent this thing, right? So who you trusting? It's death of trust there. Who you fighting for? What are you fighting for, right? What's humanity at that point? What does it mean when this is what you learn about it? What no one dares to say is that we have been able to survive within the wall's narrow confines because your brothers and sisters in arms were forced to go outside. That sin belongs to all of humanity, including me. The residents of Almeria were a minority, so open war never broke out. But what about next time? If all Rose is breached, it won't be nearly enough to sacrifice 20% of the population. Behind our final barrier wall, Sheena, we could only afford to feed half of the world's surviving human beings. So then, and then that's the other thing, is like the dependencies on the outer rim to like feed the inner circles. And it's like, so as you lose the outer rim, you're actually, yeah, it actually compromises. It actually gets worse and worse. It escalates the fall of humanity. If humanity dies out, it won't be because the Titans devoured us. It will be because we annihilated each other. We cannot die inside yet another wall, given the choice. Die here. So that's the big speech. All right. Here we go. Act 3. Final showdown is a fight. I'm presuming a fight. I'm just going to go to... I mean, this could carry over into Volume 4. But I don't know. It could move at a rapid pace. It's a fight, and then the ascension is Eren transforming and plugging the hole, maybe? Or something goes... That's the cliffhanger. He doesn't quite get it done. And that escalates, takes us into an actual Act 3, which is Volume 4. Anyways, let's move on. So, Eren, how do you feel? All right. A lot better than when we were surrounded. He called you a top secret human weapon or something. But if you're going to plug up that hole, I don't care what you are. My top priority is protecting you. All right, so they've cut ahead, right? Because they're already moving one way to get to the boulder, and there's no Titans here, which means that the plan of like drawing them out with the crowd, so that the Titans would follow them, worked because they've cleared this part of the city. So we are skipping some steps here for sure. Maybe we're gonna like do some pivot changes and stuff like that. We have a little bit of a flashback hatching going on here. Gray out here. So since the Titans appeared, humanity hasn't beaten them not once, with them always advancing and humanity always retreating. We've been stripped of all but a sliver of our territory. But when this operation succeeds, it will be the first time we've ever taken our land back. This goes back to Volume 1 with the whole like getting outside of the walls. Because now if you have this, and now if you get your walls back here, then you get the hope actually gets restored as the city, the heart it becomes a heart again. Then you can start pushing out with Eren to help. You can start expanding. You could actually start exploring the outside world. I mean, he used the whole bird analogy, but that would be the out of the cage, right? Because now you're free. You can start exploring freedom. So what does that mean for humanity? Let's go, and at that moment, for the first time, we'll triumph over the Titans. Zip, 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 zip. Zip. Going for the rock. Compared to what's being taken from humanity, it may be a small thing. Going for the rock. Boom, boom. But it will mean we finally managed an attack on the Titans. Dun, dun, dun. Call out. I was going to say that the line work is so clean on this. It almost looks like a computer generated perspective design here. Because like the art is usually a little bit more gestural and scratchy, you know? And then, or when they're moving, I suppose it's like the motion lines. Right? But then it's like everything's kind of still and quiet and silent. Boom. It's like a computer generated, like just nothing's going on. Like silence. That's what the visual kind of shows there. To me. To me. Even though there's like an epic line here and the... But yeah. Anyways. Oh, it was him transformed. That's so epic. Okay. It's like him zipping, and in the air, he's like, now. So, I mean, he just spawns them in, though. It's not like he doesn't take them. Oh, well, he spawned in the other corpse one, but I figured that was like because... No, because he came out of the other corpse, so he would have like... That doesn't make a difference. He spawned in the corpse, so I guess he just has to regenerate. He has to get some time back to prevent getting the nosebleeds. Well, let's see if it looks like Eren Titan. Oh, it does. Okay, so there is a distinct design for his true form as Eren Titan. And then bam, he's in by human standards. That rock, that rock is way too heavy to lift. But I know that Eren has the strength to guide us. Is he going to kick it like a soccer ball? What the hell is he doing now? He's punching into a building. See, what? Did he just... What? What was he punching into a building for? What are you doing, Eren? Eren. Focus, Eren. Anyways, we got wounded. Somehow we managed to get most of the Titans into this corner of town. Oh, we flipping. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Jeez, look at the insanity. They're all on the wall, I see. And these, okay. But now they can just pummel them with, yeah, for sure, with the cannons. But despite making every effort to avoid engaging them, we lost approximately 20% of our soldiers. Jesus, did they fall off the wall? Did they? Well, I guess they went, well, we didn't see that part, but they likely went through the city and then they got up onto the wall. So a couple of them got lost along the way. We didn't lose them. The soldiers don't die of their own What? The soldiers didn't die of their own volition. They were sent to their deaths by my order. At this moment, our race is to the brink of extinction to give humanity a chance to survive. I'm willing to become a butcher. Jesus. I see we're flipping perspective. Wait, did he just punch at Mikasa? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? What's going on here? Oh, no. What's up? What's up, bro? He's failing. Why are you failing, man? Mikasa. Yeah, he's definitely slamming down for Mikasa. So he cannot be trusted. Mikasa, don't. Get away from him. What the hell's going on here? Eren, don't you know me? Uh-oh. Mikasa, your family. Oh, she has family, though. Even though she's not potato. You have to pick up the rock and plug the hole. She just chopped off his arm, his hands. No, he's punching his hands to... Oh, God. Oh, God, what the hell? She just cut off his head? I mean, she doesn't care. It's like, he'll grow back. He's just another stupid Titan. Eren. Oh, yeah, something's gone south here. Uh-oh. Two Titans are approaching the front gate. A 10-meter and a 6-meter class. Okay, oh my gosh. There's one more coming up from behind. We've got a 12-meter. Okay, they're coming. Escalation. The minion madness schema is what I like to call it. It's when all shit hits the fan. It's just everything starts to go wrong. All the enemies start to trigger if that's what's going to happen. And it looks like they're calling them all out. So that's what we're going to get. Yeah, we've got to leave them here. So they got to bail. Oh, was it all a waste? Commander? We should return them immediately to gate defense. Shall I give the order? Shall I give the order for Alpha Squad to withdraw? Uh-oh. Keep the Titans in the corner of the town with your lures. Do you have lures? What are lures? Are the people of the lures? As for Alpha Squad, the leader is authorized to evacuate, except they're not only highly skilled, they're the best of the best, and they've been entrusted with the fate of the human race. Giving up so easily would be unacceptable. What we can do to ensure that the slain soldiers don't die in vain is keep up the struggle for as long as we're alive. But if they fail... Okay, we got some doubt coming into this. That's okay, that's all part of the flow. We got Armin. Oh, shit. Is Armin going to try to do some trigger sense? I mean, when he's around... Oh, what if that's the secret weapon? It's Armin. What if Eren has to see Armin, and that's some sort of trigger sense to not overreact or like to get composure of himself? I wonder. I don't know how that would play in, but it would go back to that line of like, you helped more times than you know. I don't know. Hey, what's there to think about? Just give the order. Okay, it's not your fault. Right from the start, the plan was iffy at best. Everybody knew that. Sure, it was worth it to try, but it's obviously not working. Okay, all right, we're going to climb the wall. Rico, have your squad take out the 12-meter Titan. Okay, we got the A squad is going to activate. In front. Okay, I'm the one who has put a command here. So just shut up and follow orders. Okay, we can't leave Eren unprotected like this. Leave it to Mikasa. I'm changing the plan. We're going to protect Eren until he can be recovered. Since it would be unwise to get too close, we'll just have to wait for Eren to come out of this. Oh my god, in their zone. Are they actually going to let this just be a failure? And then that's going to be like, how did this fail? What the hell went wrong? They could extend this, but I don't know, man. I think there's going to be something else. And Eren ran off, so I got hope. I said. Keyword. Keyword. It was called. It's called. He represents a precious possibility for humanity. We can't abandon him here because, unlike us, there isn't anybody who can replace him. Ooh. Hundreds of people already died for this precious failed human weapon. And you're saying we have to bring him back so we can go through it all over again? That's right. No matter how many die, we should keep trying. Ian, have you lost your mind? Fine. You tell me, how is the human race going to beat the Titans? Tell me, Rico, how else will we get through this? With our humanity intact. Without killing each other. What can we do to overcome the Titans' overwhelming strength? Give it hope, give it time. It's coming around. Let's see. Of course, I have an idea how to defeat the Titans. Exactly. If we knew of a way, it wouldn't have come to this. This is all that we have left. Yet this is the only thing we humans can do. We're probably going to die like insignificant worms for something we have no guarantee will pay off. What will you do? Mikasa's still just standing around and looking and listening, huh? This is the battle. This is the struggle we can undertake. Why is Mikasa just standing around, looking around? Go along with her. Rico, I'll follow the plan. I think what you're saying is right. Now, hold on. If I go back, before I flip the page, I'm going to speculate a little bit more, because I gotta see if, like, this... Like, what am I missing in the first... What I absorbed? I absorbed him saying that the boulder's too big. So maybe there's a plan there. There's a plan for what? How does he make himself bigger is what I'm imagining. Like, there's got to be... Is he trying to make a trigger so that he becomes bigger so he can pick up the boulder? I mean, his head was cut off. At this point, the fuck. I don't know, man. There's a plan. There's a plan. I'm telling you, there's a plan. But while I struggle, I'll teach them how terrible human beings can be, because I refuse to die a dog's death. Leave the 12-meter class, one behind us, to my team. Enough talking, Ian. I was scared stiff because I didn't know what you were about to do, but you can move on your own to execute the original plan. That's to save Eren, I think. But you can move on your own, okay? I think your abilities are better suited to that. Yes, sir. Since you're doing it to protect your boyfriend. We're family. Is it because of his injuries last time? Are those affecting Eren? Not to mention, there's no guarantee Eren can change back. No, I should stop. No matter how much I dwell on it, I won't figure anything out. Right now, I'm going to do what I can. Where is Armin? Where did Armin go? Oh, Armin. Armin? Huh? What? Am I doing... And we didn't get to the... So I just remember the basement. We didn't even get to the basement thing. They still have to deal with this problem. We're not getting to no basement. The basement's happening in volume 4 or something. They did a setup. That's it. So the basement's... All of Act 4 is going to be the Act 3 of a 4-volume arc. So the basement's going to be the big... That's going to be a big play. That's got to, like, it's got to go really wrong for volume 4. I think volume 4 is going to be, it has to be chaos, like pure, like just crazy. It's going to be crazy. It has to be escalation. This has to be the equivalent of the epiphany moment. Oh, the epiphany moment. That might be what we're in. There's something happening here. It's the epiphany, everybody. It's the end of an Act 2B. Act 2B, which is the end of a volume 3. Yes. Okay, patterns back in line. Let's go. I can see anything. What day is it? Where am I? Flashback. I'm at home. Is he going to remember the basement? I'm going to bring all that together. No. Shh. So Armin did go down to him. Okay. Eren, what are you doing? Eren? Okay. We got some heads full. Okay. This isn't good. Okay. 15 meter behind us. Heading towards us. Eren, damn it. More Titans are coming in. No, there's a plan. Looks like 10 meter. Armin's going to save the day. You'll see. It's going to be hands. Let it get okay. Eren, okay. I'll keep the enemy. Oh my gosh. Okay. No matter how good they are, the 2 squads can't handle 4 at once. Okay. They're going in. There's a slice and dicey right there. Kablamo. Boom. Action's still going. Oh no. Why are there so many heading this way? Things are escalating. There are hardly any. Hey, he's coming out of it. Come out of this, bro. Don't tell me they're drawn to Eren. Oh. Oh. Wait, no. Wait, what? What happened to the plan? Armin. What's wrong, Eren? It's dangerous. Get away from him. No, he's a plan. Armin has a plan. He's a secret. He's a secret weapon, Mikasa. Eren can't control the Titan. I tried talking to it, but got no reaction. It doesn't matter who does it. It's pointless. What about the mission? It failed. We can't leave Eren here so everyone's fighting, but with this many Titans, we're bound to be wiped out. What's he doing? What are you doing, Armin? Armin, what are you doing? Are things regenerating? Armin, are you seeing him in there? What are you doing? Strike from the back of the head to the nape of the neck. 1 meter. It's to save Eren. He's going to slice him to save Eren. I'm going to get Eren out of here. Shit. Mikasa, protect this area from the Titans. What are you? Oh, yeah. Just cutting him free. Eren came out of the Titans' weak point before. Oh, yeah, smart. Maybe this has something to do with the mystery of their true nature. As long as I avoid the middle, it'll be okay. It's just gonna hurt. It's just going to hurt. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, did you? Well, I mean, he didn't know. He didn't know there was a freaking arm in there. He's gonna ride the Eren Titan, headless Eren Titan. Let's go, Armin. Okay, no, I'm getting excited. That wouldn't have made any sense, but it'd be cool. No, okay. Armin, don't be a fool. Mikasa, right now, do what you can. If you go there, there are lives you can save, aren't there? Leave Eren to me. Just go. Oh, she's going. Well, someone's got to take care of the other Titans, man. Wake up. If you don't come out of there, we're all going to die. Don't die in that Titan body. Hurry up. Come out of there. That pile of meat. Come out of there. Why? I'm so sleepy. He's so sleepy. So it was an energy thing. Shit. What happened to avenging her mother? You're going to exterminate the Titan, remember? All the Titans. Plural, bro. You're going to exterminate the Titans, remember? The bastards that killed your mother? Activate the beast. What are you talking about, Armin? Oh, he's at the window. Remember? Just hearing him in a dream. My mother's right here. Oh, he's so sleepy. Oh, continued in volume 4. Son of a bitch. They definitely. Oh, I don't want to read that. Preview of volume 4. Wait, that's a joke. With limited land and limited ingredients, the soup. Oh no, all that's left are onions. The human race is desperate to cook high-calorie meat dishes. Goddamn rich bastards. Let us eat meat. The only thing I can do now is steal. Real preview is on the following page. It's a preview. The spoiler alert. Nicely done. All right. Ooh, what's this? Marduk Scramble. All right. Well, I'm not going to look at the preview stuff for Volume 4. I expected too much to happen in this volume. Obviously, my speculations were off. I got the first part. I got the second part-ish. We got the hint of the key thing coming back, but the playing out was too much to ask for. We did get the whole, and I don't know if it was again just a ploy for the whole secret weapon thing, just to get everyone to not freak out, or if Pixis knows something. Is where there's a possibility of it. I'm like 70% believing there's more to it, and that he might know something, or he's connected to the father, and then that will weave into a volume 4, because that at least gives us a character in the equivalent of an Act 2, Act 2B. In this particular case, this would be the 2B, the second half of an Act 2, and it'd give the equivalent of still giving us characters that are going to inform something in the Act 3, which would be our volume 4. So I have a hard time believing that they won't get to the basement. by a volume 4. If they extended past that, I would be extremely surprised. And at that point, all the pattern flow will have broken down. Like I would effectively stop doing it at the multi-volume level, because I don't think that it would play out. Even at the volume level, I would start to, and that was part of this experiment, all right, just to be clear. I wanted to see if it was possible. But it might not work at the volume level either at one point, because these are meant to be sequential, like serialized, right? Is that it reaches a point where you're like in a soap opera. It's a soap opera. Like things are going to keep weaving into each other and go. And so the patterns are going to be less and less important for the ratio that they make up as part of the experience. It's going to be more like the patterns might be there, but that's more from a storytelling perspective. It's like you're going to set this up as a seed, and then you're going to pay off here. You're going to set this up, and you're going to pay off here. There's going to be something's going to be right, but then it's going to go wrong. Something's going to go wrong, but then it's going to be right. It's going to be the epiphany. And there's going to be that flow is still going to happen, but it's likely not going to fit the conventions that I'm trying to evaluate them under as part of the analysis. Do I still think it's like it could work based on the 4-volume set? Yes, if the key thing pays off, and that's going to be like the vital piece for me for this to hold together, is if the basement, after this they plug up the hole and then they manage to get to the basement, and then there's that big reveal thing happens in that, like something happens there where we get like the truth of the thing, like the truth is in the basement, and then that's going to be like a closure. Like after that, like a volume 5 is going to be like, okay, now we can explore beyond this initial story here, the setup story, which is like, it could be this. I mean, again, you can expand this out another 4 volumes, like 16 volumes. You could even say now in 4 volumes, that was your act 1 of a 16 volume set, right? Is that true? Well, I don't know. How crazy do I want to try to pull this off? I don't know. That feels like very, very broad to me. And it would be me trying to remember a lot of pieces along the way. And I'm already breaking this down 3 layers deep, right? Because I'm reading them as like the chapter having its own arc, right? The volume having the arc, and then the 4 volumes having an arc, and then we'll see where we go from there. But I feel like the father, it's about time. It's due time that we get some information there, and it's obviously a massive reveal because it was in a volume 1. It was our act 1 of a 4-volume set, right? It was, they gave you that seed, and then it's that they seeded the seed. They reminded you of it in volume 2, and now they're reminding you of it again in volume 3, and that's the thread. But that thread you need to get a little bit more every time they give you one of those pieces. But usually it's on that third piece, which is right here. We got the truth is in the basement. So we got the confirmation when you get the key, and we got the confirmation of the father basically saying you can't trust your memory. And so effectively, like, I'm not, he would, that's like, it could be a save there, right? It's like he's not telling Eren about it, not because he's hiding something. So aka he still cares, like a father still loves him. It's not like shenanigans stuff going on, although it still could be. I'm just saying that they give you a little bit of a save or like a rigmarole opportunity by basically saying, no, it's just because he understands he's not going to remember. So why is he going to waste his time talking about it? Eren just, when the time is right, Eren's going to find his way back. He's going to remember the key. He's going to have that trigger memory. He's going to go back to the basement, and then he's going to know the truth for himself when he's actually gotten to the point where he needs to understand the truth, which is the trigger point. And one day he's going to trigger, and then in that catalyst moment, he's going to want to learn about himself, identify himself. And then in the Act 3 pattern, or the 4th part of the pattern, right, there's the whole ascension bit, which is the last part of it. Everything. It's like that ascension moment. Man, I'm speculating into volume 4, but I hope to read it sooner than later, like sooner than later, this weekend still. But I hope that it's going to be, that ascension moment's going to be like he gets that secret, and then with that, maybe then he becomes the weapon for the army. Because right now we got like a complete breakdown, right? So we have the time of trouble, more of an Act 2. Well, this whole volume as an Act 2B. One schema called All Is Lost. It's like, this is it. That was it. It was like the All Is Lost schema is all effectively like everything you had a plan. You had a plan. Like, everything's gone wrong in that plan. That's the All Is Lost. And then from there, you got the villain triumphant. Is like, now the villain's going to win. Who's the villain? The Titans. The Titans are going to take over. The Titans are swarming them. We didn't quite get to the end of what the Act 2B pattern would have resulted in, which is the epiphany. There has to be the trigger point, the epiphany, which is why I expect it to come out of this. Now, we don't have that, but we have Armin potentially triggering what could be the epiphany. And the epiphany is going to roll into, because they needed a cliffhanger, and so sometimes maybe they cut it short, because usually the last schema of a pattern is usually when something like really vital happens or something big happens, which is the draw to go into the next pattern. There's always that bridging point, and the bridging is always like a reversal of some sort, or in this case, so the first reversal is false victory, but it becomes a defeat, and then it's the false defeat becomes a win, and then it becomes all is lost, like everything's breaking down, but it becomes an epiphany. It's an escalation point. And then you have your act 3. Like, how do you take them out? Well, Eren takes control. He actually understands how to take control of a Titan. He understands how to control the power that he's been given. And then that becomes our actual post-epiphany, which is our act 3, which is our volume 4. I know, I'm jumping around with all the numbers. Hopefully, if I keep repeating them, people will understand, like, they'll be able to follow along as I go. Otherwise, this becomes very difficult without putting images on the screen while I'm talking. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk it through, and I think it'll be fun. And it's the first time I'll finish a 4-volume set around this pattern construction, and I'm really looking forward to see if it pans out. If it doesn't, that's cool. I do believe it will, though. But if it doesn't, it's cool. And after volume 4, we'll start going into, maybe I can start talking about different things like symbolism or repetition, or how some of the smaller patterns work with examples as I go through them blind, because that's the thing. I'm not doing this as post-analysis, which makes this a little trickier. I've been recording for slightly over 2 hours at this point, so I mean, it's a little bit rough. I want to try to keep a structure behind these things. I like opening this up with a bit of speculation up front and creating the foundation for how I'm going to be reading this, so that you're all following along against that speculation. And then I'll talk about the patterns as I go, of course, as I've been doing. And then and these outros, I like to leave a little bit more vloggy, I suppose, just to see if give my thoughts, kind of collect my thoughts, because if the speculations are wrong, I want to re-cement myself as to, okay, where am I then as part of, like, relative to the patterns around the volume, so that when I go into volume 4, I can carry that speculation into volume 4. We'll reboot at the opening of that video. I'll give you my new speculations for that, and then we'll go from there. And I hope that everything pans out. Like I said, I've been recording for a long time. This is editing. This is gonna be an editing nightmare. But it's the reading. The reading part is not natural for me to just read and comment as I go and react, you know what I mean? But I want to try not to just read things while I go. So I'm going to cut around a lot of that, not super aggressively, but pretty decent. Because, of course, all of you have the anime to look forward to, where I can actually react and talk a little bit more. It's easier for me to communicate while watching something play out, because this is my primary memory, but I'm seeing it visually, and then I can maybe present some thoughts a little bit more integrated inside the experience, as opposed to the manga, which is like, if it does feel like, geez, it's really hard to read and react and then analyze at the same time and verbalize that as I go. The verbalizing is the fun part, but the reacting part, I find, is like, I'm into the reading, and I'm not going to pretend react, you know what I mean? So it's tricky. So I'm end of vlog talk, just putting it out there. Let if you have feedback or suggestions, by all means leave them. To the anime next, and then we'll flip back to a volume 4, and we'll continue the series from there. Cool. All right, catch you in the next stack of episodes. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.